Saturday morning, November 2nd. I'm gonna get a shower today. I promise. I know you guys have been looking at me. I'm gonna take a shower. I promise. I gotta finish. I gotta do this vlog that's going up tonight. Okay, edit is done. We are exporting. There's my big dumb face. Just edited a thumbnail, and we're gonna go upload here in a bit. And I'm just gonna have it go live pretty much as soon as possible. It's Saturday morning, so 10, 11 a.m. is probably good time to go live with the upload. Weekends are different than weekdays. I figure like people are home. My audience tends to watch in the evening, and I assume that's because they're working during the day. They got kids, and now they have some time to, watch the video or whatever. So I figure Saturday morning, maybe like 10 a.m. or something like that, probably a good time. So I'm still trying to figure that out, like when the best time. You don't get the best views on the weekends, but I'm trying to optimize that, figure out the best times to post. Definitely go into your analytics, find out the best times that your audience is on YouTube, and use that information to start making your uploads live around those times. Tweak it until you figure it's the most optimized, so you can get the most views right up front. I feel like a lot of views up front helps the algorithm tell you that, oh, this is a popular video, we should push this out to more people to see if they watch it. It's just a way to get the algorithm to work for you, and that's just the way it is in this, this day and age. Like everything's algorithm based, even on Spotify, everywhere. So definitely try to optimize when your videos go public, and just try different times of the day. If you haven't done a lot of uploads, just start posting at random times and keep track of when you dropped it, what day it is, things like that. All that stuff matters. Think about what your day is like, and then think about what the average working person day is like. That's gonna give you a good clue as to like when you should maybe make your uploads live. I should get a shower now, right? Yeah. Well, just got a shower. I forgot to add the chapters into the video that's going live today. So right at the top I say chapters if you want to skip ahead. I want to see if it's okay for me to do like a combo, like a vlog and then some edutainment at the same time. So like do a little vlogging, but then have like some like tips and things kind of intermingled there. See if people actually tolerate that. I know like when I see a tip video or something, I want to get right to the tips. I don't necessarily care about this person's life. That sounded mean, right? But for anybody that does follow me and likes watching the stuff, it might be kind of cool. I don't know. Hi.
Hi.
Focus. Focus.
Focus.
Focus. Focus. Focus.
Oh wait.
You gotta cover, yeah, kind of like, because it's trying to look for your face.
Got it.
Sit. Okay, let's take Halo to gymnastics. Are you ready to go to gymnastics?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, let's freaking do it, okay? You ready?
Alright.
Alright.
Bye, have a great practice. Love you, bye-bye.
My jeans are here! My jeans! My jeans. Yeah.
Mine is the one on the second step.
Yeah. They all look good. They look cooler as they get messed up.
Yeah, because it adds the pinky effect.
Yeah. Alright, let's freaking do this, huh? Alright, who's getting gymnasticized today? Like and subscribe. Okay. Gymnastics drop off complete. I'm really looking at this FX3. I switched my camera, by the way, to the A7C. I usually use this for live stream. I was like, I have this really good camera here that I spent a lot of money on a couple years ago. And then something funny, how much of a novice I am at like cameras and stuff. I've been researching hard for a couple days on like cameras, lenses that pair well with the FX3, and I started looking at the Sony 20mm 1.8. And I was like, that looks really good. It's a full frame lens, so it'll look good on a full frame camera. When I was using Canon, I had the 11-22, and it was great for vlogging. And then when I use the Sony ZV-E10, that is an 11mm, I think. So I was thinking, like, I gotta have that smaller, that smaller number, because I need that wide background so I can show like where I'm at. It's not like too close and all weird, Then I discovered that, oh, the 20mm would actually look great because this is a full frame camera. You still get a lot of that wide, you get to show the background and stuff. It wouldn't be cropped in because the other camera, the ZV-E10 is not full frame. And so the sensor's smaller. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna check out this 20mm 1.8. And I'm like going through, I'm ready to buy this thing. I'm about to throw in the cart, that checkout, and let's go, you know? And then I was like, wait a second, what exactly is this lens? I know it's a G series lens that I'm using for my live streams, just to check it out. And I went back to my emails and I'm looking at the order from a couple years back when I ordered this camera, the A7C. I already own that lens. It's this lens right here. This is the lens that I've been researching for like 2 days, like narrowing it down to possibly buy. And I already bought the damn thing, which is good because it's like $900. So here we are. This is the exact same rig I've been using for a couple years now with my live streams. And I decided I'll take it out vlogging. I was vlogging with this setup before I bought the ZV-E10. And that's been great. I love the auto, I love the wide, I love all that stuff. It's built for vloggers, that camera. But I wanted something that looked a little better, a little nicer. So I started looking today, like figuring out how to do, what settings to use with this thing and make it better. And I'm dumb. Okay, let's go back home. Man, it's been a long day. So right now we're in the middle of trying to find some bands actually to come on tour with us. It's actually a lot harder than it used to be. I'm not sure why. I think a lot of bands are just really trying to be picky and not waste their time or whatever. A lot of bands. There are some bands that want more money than what we can offer. There are some bands that are only available for like a portion of the tour, and we're trying to get bands that are available for the whole thing. Just because in the past, it's just like, it's hard to like, when you see like a bunch of bands on a flyer for a run, it looks cool and all, but it's actually logistically kind of a pain in the ass, because you've got some bands that can do this week, then you got some bands that can do this week, but they can't do 2 of the shows in the middle. They can't do the first week, but they can do the rest of the tour. The next thing you know, you got like 3 or 4 different support bands throughout the month or whatever. And I forget who's playing what shows, and what it does is creates like this fragmentation of like all the promo and all the ad mat and stuff. And then there's even times where, because it's just humans working on this stuff, where there's a miscommunication or there's an oversight where there's a band that's supposed to be on certain dates and they aren't listed on the dates on like one of the flyers, but then they're listed somewhere else, like on a ticket website or something, or vice versa. It's just a lot of things like that happen, and it's really, really a pain in the ass. So like, I try to make it so we have the same bands the entire time, and sometimes you don't get that. And right now, we're kind of struggling with that. We're heading out west in February again. We went through 2 or 3 bands already that can't do it, and they originally said they could, and then now it's like, oh well, we can only do these dates or whatever, and it's just like, oh man, nothing against them. It's just like, we're just trying to keep it a little more solid that way, to hopefully get the same promo and just get it as like clean as possible, so everything works all together. All the bands are promoting the same dates, and it's just extra promo from everybody, and that's just how we want to do it, So, and now it's getting to the point where, I got an email 2 days ago, oh, so-and-so can't do it now, they're not going to be able to make it. Great. So now it's like, okay, well, what about this band? What about this band? Just start, it gets to the point where I'm just over it. Like, I don't even care anymore, But the problem is, I have to care, because if we don't get it right and I just let it go, it's going to be a big fucking mess. And, when the time comes, it's just going to be, you probably start to understand like why it becomes such a pain, Another thing too is like, we're trying to get better about booking tours further in advance and getting all the bands and stuff and all the ad mat and, that's artwork and stuff, all together months and months ahead of time, because bands are booking further out, or some bands are like holding out for like some big opportunity, which is what we used to do back in the day. But we eventually learned that we can't wait around. We just got to go do our thing, There's these different conflicts that happen, And the longer you wait, the harder it gets, because the bands that you wanted to get or whatever, they've already taken tours, and they're already going to be busy, you know. So it's like you got to do it way ahead of time. And I've been pushing for a long time to really, you know, for us to just get all that done. But, you know, for whatever reason, things take a little bit longer, and, you know, it's sort of out of my control. I'm just sort of like hoping that our agents and our team can take care of all that. And, you know, they do a great job. It's just, for me, it gets frustrating when I have to, I think it's locked, and then I get an email saying, oh, well, you know, they can't do it now, so find somebody else. We are definitely looking forward to getting back out west. We're going to hit Washington and Oregon, I think, too. This time, we haven't been there in years. It's been 3 years. So I know a lot of y'all have been asking us to come back to Seattle and Portland and all that, so I think we are. I reached out to a guy on Fiverr who's working on art. He sent me a few sketches for me to look at. I asked him to do that so we didn't get too far and I didn't like it or something, but I think I found a great artist, because the first thing he sent me I just loved, you know, so we tweaked it a little bit, and now he's going to hopefully finish it up sometime this weekend. So I'll have art finished, and we'll be able to announce those dates very soon. And I'm hoping that the bands that we've asked this time can actually make it. I'll let you guys know. But we're hoping to announce everything like around the 12th or 13th, I think, of this month. So pretty much the day that we leave for this Midwest tour, we're going to announce, you know, winter dates for February. But I've been doing a lot of thinking about the vlog, and it's hard for me to like make coffee every day and like show you guys kind of the same stuff over and over. And I think what I need to do is I need to show more of the business side, like actually show more of like what it looks like to be in this band and all the touring and all the setup and everything it takes. But I have to be careful how I do that, because, you know, this is my channel, this is my vlog, I'm making these videos, and I can't just assume that the people I'm working with are going to want to be involved in this or want me to bring their names up or you know, bring them into some maybe thing that I have a problem with or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to like put anybody on blast or anything. I'm obviously not going to share emails and things like that. But I do need to show a little bit more of what goes on around here with the band. And so I just have to be careful how I do that. I'm not going to get too deep into like anything super problematic, you know, anything like that. Like we have internal issues from time to time, and that's just part of being, you know, running this business. But I certainly don't want to, you know, be dropping names and making it seem like it's like a tell-all or something like that. That's not what this is. I just need I need to figure out a balanced way to like show you guys how crazy and busy and difficult and awesome it gets, you know, without getting too crazy into the details and in the weeds and everything, and throwing people under the bus and stuff. It's just, you know, not that there's really anybody to throw under the bus. It's not like anybody's like blowing it or anything, you know, on our team. But I just want to be careful how I say things and how far I go. But I would love for you guys to understand more about what goes on in my head day to day when it comes to the band, you know. I think we've talked plenty about this channel and what my plans are and what I'd like to do and, you know, all the solo stuff, you know. But the band is a big part of my life. It's the main source of like, you know, everything. That's all of this stems from the band, you know. Like if I didn't have the band, you know, that's been building for, you know, at the time, you know, 25 years, at the time I really started going hard on this channel, you know, it would have taken me a lot longer to build a following and all that and really establish anything. So the band is really where it all starts. So I need to focus more on that and show you guys more of that stuff. So I think it'd be really interesting for you guys to see it, you know. But as I said, don't expect any sort of like mudslinging or anything like that. This isn't TMZ. It's, you know, this isn't like a gossip thing or anything like that. It's just like I want to show how it really is, you know. So going forward, that gives me a lot more material to use for this vlog, and it's not just the same things every day. Because, you know, most vlogs are going to start with me like getting coffee, working on something, you know, doing, you know, getting the kids to school or whatever. But I would love to show you all the different things that you know, the questions that I'm asked. You know, sometimes it's like, hey, does this look good for merch? And we can go down, we can talk about merch and how we decide to design merch and things like that. Hey, what do you think about this band? You know, for the tour, like all things like that. Like, okay, when are you guys planning on recording? I mean, we'll talk about those things. So I think there's a lot of really good stuff there that we can get into. I just need to figure out a good way to say it without seeming like I'm, giving away everybody's business, Anyway, guys, let me know what you want to see on the channel. I ask this every time, but I always want to make sure that anybody new seeing this video that didn't see the other ones, they get a chance to ask a question or let me know what they want to see or what I should be talking about, anything like that. As you guys know, I'm always looking for ways to expand and just make this a little more rich with content and the things that I'm talking about. So make sure you catch Ballyhoo out in the Midwest this month. All the tickets are ballyhoorocks.com, and we've got VIP upgrades, and we're taking off, I think, on the 12th or 13th, something like that, and we start like the 13th or 14th, I can't remember, but we're kicking it off in Indianapolis. So stoked to be back in Indy. And then we got Chicago, or we got Cleveland, Chicago. I don't know the order, but just look it up. See you guys real soon. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like.